MC Mikey Mantastic here. As Michael waves goodbye to those glory hogs, Neil and Buzz, our unsung hero, has some orbiting to do. The pilot hung out alone in the command module for 21 and a half hours, running systems checks, performing moon observations, and communicating with mission control while he could. But there's a catch, folks. The command module was orbiting the moon during this time, so when the module drifted behind the moon, all communication with Earth was cut off. Collins wrote, "I am all alone now, truly alone, and absolutely isolated from any known life. I am it. If a count were taken, the score would be 3 billion plus 2 over on the other side of the moon, and 1 plus God knows what on this side." With Michael all alone in his thoughts, he had time to worry about the possibility that the lunar module would not be able to make the return trip from the moon, as it had not ever been fired on the moon. So Neil and Buzz could actually be stranded on the moon or lost in space if the engine didn't burn long enough.
Jeez.
So while Michael is orbiting on the dark side of the moon, he doesn't know that what his buddies are doing on the moon, because he didn't get to see what the rest of the world got to see on their TV screens. So after Neil was done taking one small step for mankind and a giant... Oh, I screwed it up. So after Neil was done taking one small step for man and a giant leap for mankind, taking selfies and collecting moon rocks with Buzz, the lunar module fired up as hoped at 1:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and headed back toward the command module. Collins completed the docking maneuvers and the trio were reunited, and it felt so good.
Speaking of feeling good, you know what else feels good? 2 rad topics, y'all.
Oh, yeah. I'm liking it so far.
I'm liking it so far. I think our faithful listeners from previous programs and things we've done will agree.
Yeah, and I like to think of it as breaking new ground, much like our heroes in our very first topic did, as they became the first explorers of the moon.
They did. They didn't know what they were doing. Like, nobody'd been there.
Yeah.
Nobody'd done it before. They just blazed a trail, much like we're doing right now.
Yeah, they planted that flag right in that moon surface.
Yes.
And it's property of the United States of America.
There
We
it
own
is.
the moon.
It's ours now.
Yep.
It's ours now. It's, well, I'm going to call it the solar system's Puerto Rico.
Okay, I get it.
It's ours.
Yeah.
We own it.
Or the American Virgin Islands.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of them right there.
Or American Samoa.
Is there
I
one
don't
of
know.
those?
There is one of those. I don't know if that means it's
I gotta get
ours,
a globe.
but a
Or
globe.
a map.
Yeah.
One of those flat globes.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
No.
There's no such thing as a flat globe. Earth is flat.
Yeah.
There's several conspiracy theories out there that the Earth is flat, but which leads me to conspiracies, which leads me to the moon landing. Hoax? What do you think, Michael? MC Michael?
Well,
MC Mikey Mantastic there?
on Hulu, if you have more interest, like during the research of this, which it didn't really help that much for research, but you watch Apollo 11 on Hulu.
I watched half and fell asleep. It's a good watch.
Yes. So, the idea that this was just done on a Holly weird, as they say,
Yeah.
soundstage seems unlikely, because, they show all the real footage from when it was happening, and this is like a 300-foot rocket.
It's fucking enormous.
Yes, and it seems really hard to fake all of that.
One of the things that...
Certainly in 1969, it'd be really hard to fake all that.
Yeah. And one of the things that struck me was, as Michael, MC Mikey Mantastic, was talking about earlier, he was talking about just the vast amount of people involved. And they had a scrolling shot of just, like, people in front of what were giant computers back in the day, with printouts, telephones everywhere, and this shot just went and went and went, and there was just so many, nerds with tape framed glasses,
Yeah.
just working on this thing, and it's like how they pull it together is just amazing.
Yeah, there was a lot of people saying it's a go for launch. 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 All the checks, systems checks they had to do before they let this baby fire up.
Can't fake that. Can't fake a fucking systems check. They're checking shit.
Yeah, they had to be checking shit.
Yeah.
And even like before it went off, this is what I find amazing. The bravery of making this trip is amazing because before the launch they had a slight delay because there was a hydraulic leak, or a hydrogen leak.
Yes.
Hydrogen leak. And I'm thinking, I'm flying on like a regular plane. I don't like it when they're like, oh, we got some stuff going on, delay, we can't take off. We got some stuff going on with the engine.
Yeah, the cockpit.
It makes you, you get a little scared. And this is like a hydrogen leak, and they're just waiting till they could make it so this thing doesn't leak. Like, well, who's to say it's not going to start leaking again?
Yeah.
But
who's to say?
They make sure it's all right. They say, hey, how's the hydrogen leak? And say, it's a go for launch. And then here we are.
About 10 to 20 to 150 other people say it's a go for launch.
Yeah. And this baby is skyward.
Kapow!
Just like that.
Yep, that's
So, I personally don't believe that it was, a hoax, like, done on a soundstage. It seems like a lot of... anytime you have a lot of people involved, and a lot of years have passed, and you're telling me that none of these people were like, yeah, I haven't done enough research on the hoax. Maybe people have come up with people's names who were a part of this who said, yeah, we totally made this up.
I don't know.
But why would they make it up? I don't know.
Why would they make it up? And they've been back. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
They've been back to the moon.
Yeah.
Like, why fake it that many damn times, Make it, like, fake it once and be done with it. But you're going to fake it again. Like Apollo friggin', what do you got? Your Apollo 13. You got your Apollo, there's probably one after that, maybe 14.
Yeah, and the other thing is, there's been a lot of talk since the moon, like, oh, could we go to Mars? Well,
Fucking A, right?
Wouldn't you think that if we'd fake this one, wouldn't you think that we would fake the Mars one? Like,
yeah.
Why would we stop at that?
Yeah.
Unless we're like, hey, we don't really want anybody to be onto the hook, so we gotta wait like
we're already
50, 60 years till we can do it again.
We're already on Mars. There's people fucking walking around up there right now doing shit. Guarantee it.
How do you know? What kind of people? You mean Martians?
No, not Martians. Well, maybe they're Martians because there's been human colonies there so long that they were born on Mars. But I doubt it. No, there's people up there fucking around. You know it.
How do you know?
Oh, shit. It's a conspiracy. So,
so it's like,
Yeah, they're already there.
They're probably already there.
Yeah. Military fucking has people on Mars right now friggin' mining for ore.
Yeah.
Making sluice.
Mars ore making sluice. Yeah, I suppose that's all possible. I'm not buying it. The only thing they've had on Mars are like these little machines, these rovers.
They got rovers.
I say little machine. It's probably much bigger than it looks on TV, but...
Yeah, Mars looks shitty anyways. Like, who would want to go there, really?
Yeah, it seems hot and...
Or cold. Like, it gets hot and cold.
Yeah, they'd have to make some sort of a biodome and figure out how to make things grow and...
Yeah.
I think we're a long ways from this. I think it's a waste of resources, to be honest. I think maybe if we put as much effort into...
the moon.
Going to Mars... as, maybe as we did in, pretending that global warming or climate change isn't real, we could maybe fix this country.
This is the first I've heard of, what did you call it?
Climate change.
Yeah, climate control. I've got that in my car.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's been a very successful
Launch.
Yeah, launch. Good one. The eagle has landed.
Yeah, right in your ear holes.
Yeah, and that eagle is Two Rad Topics. So I hope, maybe we could get some feedback to see if our fans think that this is a worthwhile endeavor.
Yeah, should we keep doing this, or are we fucking off and just fucking everything up?
Yeah. Also, we're not going to, Two Rad Boys Presents, that's still a show. Like, that's not stopping.
No.
And we got some real doozies coming up.
Yeah.
So
faithful listeners, I guess should we leave them with a song?
Well, I thought we will leave them with a song.
Or should we not leave them with a song? Maybe I'll sing them a song. I don't know.
We'll see.
It's Two Rad Topics.
Yeah, that's a pretty good start. All right. We will catch you all next time.
Goodbye.
I am all alone now, truly alone, and absolutely isolated from any known life. I am
lonely spaceman, well hung unsung, lonely spaceman, lonely spaceman, lonely spaceman, well hung unsung, lonely spaceman.
Michael Collins, he be ballin' in Columbia, straight astronaut haulin'. If you want to talk, you better get a call in. Hi, hello, it's Ground Control to Michael Collins.
Lonely spaceman, lonely spaceman, well hung unsung, lonely spaceman, lonely spaceman, lonely spaceman, well hung unsung, lonely spaceman.
Isolated on the dark side, no communicado with the fellas Earthside. His mind wandering, he was pondering. Would his boys be lost in space?
Michael Collins is the third.
Lonely spaceman, lonely spaceman, well hung unsung, lonely spaceman, lonely spaceman, lonely spaceman, well hung unsung, lonely spaceman.
One more orbit, what do you say?
That's right, well, orbit today.
Lonely spaceman, lonely spaceman, well hung unsung, lonely spaceman, lonely spaceman, lonely spaceman, well hung unsung, lonely spaceman.
Neil and Buzz are collecting them moon rocks. People of Earth are witnessing a moonwalk. Mikey C getting ready to dock with the fucking eagle. Is this shit even legal?
Lonely spaceman, lonely spaceman, well hung unsung, lonely spaceman, lonely spaceman, lonely spaceman, well hung unsung, lonely spaceman.
This has been a Two Rad Boys production.